Waggling the club in a pre-shot routine is something that I don't have to tell a lot of people to do, and I think it's because a lot of people just do it fairly instinctively. And I think if golfers know that they're allowed to do it, they find their own way of doing it and they quite enjoy it. I think some golfers feel that they shouldn't, they've been told that they shouldn't, and then they stand there rigid and still, and that for a lot of people doesn't feel natural. What you could consider here is how the body likes to move in a sort of another sporting context. So if I was to take a dart and hold it up to the board, quite naturally lots of darts players would have a little sort of pre-shot and then they'd throw. Same way as if we were playing pool or snooker, we'd get the club, we'd have a couple of little pre-shot movements and then we'd go. Very rarely would we ever stand perfectly still and then do the action, or stand perfectly still and then do the action. The body likes that fluidity, that movement, and the same sort of thing wants to happen with this pre-shot waggle in a golf swing. If I was to stick the club down, position the feet, hold the club perfectly still, and then start my swing, it could look a little bit rigid, the body could get a little bit tense, it could be a bit staid. What I'd like to see a golfer do is keep a bit of fluidity in that motion. So as I set up now, and this is my normal routine, I'll sort of move the club around in my fingers a little bit even there, move my feet from left to right a little bit there, getting comfortable, moving the club around, setting up, little waggle of the shoulders, little waggle of the club, all these things I'm doing. I don't really realise I'm doing these, I'm not thinking about this. This is just how the body likes to feel comfortable to get ready. Then I look, set my knees, and then I move. But I think the key part there is throughout that whole setup routine, nothing's really staying all that still. Now, there's a caveat that comes with this, and this is the fact that some people's pre-shot waggle is detrimental to their golf swing, in that they put the club in a position that they don't want to put the club into in their real swing. So let's imagine that a golfer has a takeaway that we think is too far on the inside, and we want to try and get them to take the club back a bit better. So an inside takeaway would be one that comes in here, and a better takeaway would be one that comes out here. Now, if the golfer has a pre-shot waggle, and they're waggling the club to the inside, there's no wonder that when they make their swing, they bring it on the inside, because they're rehearsing it, they're practicing it. So what I would always suggest is that your pre-shot routine, your pre-shot waggle, should be positive and contributing to a better golf swing rather than being detrimental to your swing. So in that case, I would be encouraging that golfer to pre-shot waggle out more, getting the club into a better position, so that when they actually hit it, they get the club into a better position. So pre-shot waggle, fine. Let's make sure it's positive. Let's make sure it's not detrimental to our game. And that's how you can include a pre-shot waggle in your golf.